to today's video. It is day 4 of Wet n Wild's week. This is so much fun. I hope you guys are enjoying this series as much as I am. So today, as promised, I'm going to be doing a full face makeup tutorial using only Wet n Wild products and brushes. I did use a couple non-Wet n Wild brushes, but just one, like, it was necessary, and I used like a sponge. But anyways, today's look is what I'm wearing right now. I wanted to do something really vampy and fall-like because fall is quickly approaching, and I was inspired by some of the makeup that I had here from Wet n Wild in front of me. So I hope you guys like this tutorial, and if you are curious to see how I got this look using all Wet n Wild products, then just keep on watching. I'm going to show you guys right now. Alright guys, let's get started. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh, I'm just like, I'm still so happy and grateful that I've been able to do this. I've been having so much fun doing this series, and I hope you guys have really been enjoying it too. I've just been putting a lot of hard work and love into this because it's really fun to do a series like this about a brand that I love. This eyeshadow palette is my inspiration for this look. And because there are these like brown shades in here, these greens, I really want to do a fall vampy look, even though you guys know I'm not ready for fall. But I figured I want to take advantage of this insanely beautiful shadow right here that is a dupe for MAC's Club eyeshadow, which I don't own, but I heard this is the same exact thing. Okay, so I picked up a new eyeshadow primer. It is, ooh, when I first squeezed it out, look at that. There's like that water jump. Let's try this again. I'm gonna apply this all over my lid. This eyeshadow primer is very smooth, and what I like about it is that it has a nice consistency to it, but most importantly is how it makes the eyeshadows last. So I'm gonna see that by the end of the night, how well everything lasted, because isn't that what we all look for in an eyeshadow primer, is how it's going to intensify our eyeshadows, but of course that there's no creasing and that it makes our eyeshadow last throughout the night. So I'm going to set my entire eye with Creme Brulee. It's the single eyeshadow, and this is my original one because you guys know if you watched yesterday's video that I don't like the new one that I got. It's really chalky. All the way up to the brow bone, all over the lid. Just gonna set that eyeshadow primer in place, and also it's gonna make the eyeshadows go on a lot smoother. I really hope Wet n Wild comes out with like an all matte eyeshadow palette soon, maybe in 2018 or something, because I don't have any matte crease shades in the Comfort Zone palette. So what I'm gonna do in that case is take Dolce de Leche, and it's a contouring palette. I'm gonna take the contouring shade and my Wet n Wild crease brush. This is very powdery. Tap it off, and I'm just gonna put this in my crease because I really don't like to do my eyes without having a transition shade. And this actually makes for a really nice eyeshadow. Contemplating doing this series for 7 days instead of the original 5 because I started thinking I could do another look, and I had more ideas of things I wanted to do, so we'll see how long I can keep it going for this week. Just back and forth in the crease. You want to see a video on the Wet n Wild brushes. I think some of you guys said you wanted to see it, kind of like a best and worst. I actually really like this as an eyeshadow. I'm actually going to put on my shadow shields. I've never used these before, but I found them in my makeup drawer yesterday, and I was like, I'm going to take another Wet n Wild crease brush. This one's a little bit more densely packed than the other one, and I'm going to take this shimmery shade right here that says crease, and I'm actually going to put it in my crease to define it a little here and work that into the crease. Just to build it up a little bit. And honestly, you don't see any shimmer when you put it on your eye. I repositioned the shadow shield, and it really like tugged at my lower eye, which I don't like because that skin is very sensitive. I'll work this onto my other eye. right in the crease. And you can look down. It will help you see your crease better, especially if you have smaller eyes. Then I'm going to take this shade right here, which is that really fun green brown duochrome shade. I'm going to apply that onto my lid with this flat shadow brush onto my lid. So I'm going to take the large shadow brush and try that instead. Pack the color on. Definitely don't use that other one. It's more of like a concealer brush. There's a bit of fallout with this eyeshadow, so make sure that you don't do your foundation first because I'm gonna have to clean all this up with a makeup wipe. I'm gonna take that white pencil, it's called To My Yang. It's the On the Edge Long Wearing Eye Pencil, and I'm gonna just pop this on the inner corner. And I'm going to take the Sweet as Candy eyeshadow palette trio, and I'm going to take this shade right here, the angled brush from Wet n Wild, and I'm just going to put that right over the pencil. Next I'm going to take the brown shade right here, the definer, and put that into the outer V of my eye. And this is where the shadow shields come in really handy. And I'm just going to smoke this out in the outer V. And you can also put it a little bit into your crease. Shade almost looks like black, really, when you put it on your eye. Not as much brown. Same for the other eye. I'm just going to go in the outer corner and smoke it out in the outer V. Then I'm going to take Creme Brulee, which is that same eyeshadow single, and I'm going to put that right onto the brow bone very lightly. I'm going to take the smoky liner brush from Wet n Wild, and I'm going to pick up the shade we had on our lid. And I just want to apply that right underneath. Then I'm going to take that dark brown shade we used in the outer V, and I'm going to pick some up on that same brush. And I'm going to put that on the very outer third. Test out this Proline felt tip liner that I hauled on day 1 on the inner corner. So Wet n Wild does have a liner brush, a bent liner brush. I feel like I had it and I don't know what happened to it. This one from Shop AOA Studio, it's $1. And I'm going to take the Wet n Wild Cream Gel Liner that I revived with Fix Plus. And I'm going to do the same thing for the other eye. It is the most gorgeous day outside today. It's like 75. I have all the windows open. It is beautiful. So I went ahead and curled my lashes. So now I want to try the Mega Volume mascara that I picked up in my haul. Oh no. Ooh. Oh, you guys, it's not good. I know right away that it's not good. It's not grabbing onto my lashes nicely, and it's not building up any sort of volume that I was hoping for. and I feel like it's not coating the ends. It's just very blah. I totally forgot about my primer, my Wet n Wild Lash Primer, so I'm gonna put that on quickly. Okay, let's try this again with the primer. I mean, it's a little better with the primer, but honestly, I'm still disappointed. With the Wet n Wild Max Fanatic mascara, let's do some layering. I'm gonna peel off my shadow shields. Ooh, this is like really painful. Ugh. Okay, I'm gonna clean up any fallout I had with the Under the Sheets makeup wipes that I got from the Dollar Tree. Now I'm gonna put on the fake lashes. These are Shredding the Fringe. I'm a little nervous. I hope this doesn't ruin the look. I'm going to pop this one on. I'm gonna go ahead and pop this one on. The front end. Then I'm gonna blend the lashes together. Max Effect Mascara. So I had a Wet n Wild brow pencil. I used it in one of my makeup tutorials, but I can't find it. So I think I'm just gonna take the contour shade. Again, this is coming in really handy today, and I'm gonna use that to fill in my brows. It's a little too warm, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna use my e.l.f. Sorry guys. Hopefully Wet n Wild comes out with a brow gel soon, so I can use that in the future. I don't want my brows to look too warm toned. I just moisturize my face. I use my Neutrogena Hydro Boost Moisturizer, and now I'm gonna apply the Wet n Wild Coverall Primer. And I like this because it feels like a lotion. It doesn't feel like that silicone-y type of feel. It almost feels like it's a moisturizer, and I like those types of primers. I'm just gonna spread this out all over my face. I'm gonna take my Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation in Soft Beige, and I'm going to apply this all over my face. So I have a couple foundation brushes here. Actually, I have two foundation brushes here from Wet n Wild. I have the paddle one and I have the flat top one. So I think I'm gonna use the flat top one. Now, I rave about this foundation like every week on my channel, but it truly is amazing. I'm actually running out. I almost got a new one today, but I'm gonna squeeze every last bit out of this bottle. And I'm gonna go ahead and blend this out. Ooh, this brush is nice for blending out this foundation. It looks really airbrushed. I also like to pack like this, and then I like to swirl. So like a stipple and then buff. This is blending into the skin super nice. I usually use this foundation with a sponge. Not having the best skin week. I have like a breakout here, I have something over here, but this foundation covers it up pretty nicely. I'd say it's like a medium to full coverage foundation. I'm going to take the Illuminati concealer pen. This is the Walgreens exclusive, and I'm going to use this first underneath my eyes, and I'm just going to use this as like a highlighter. It's not going to give this crazy amount of coverage to the skin, but I just feel like being a little extra and using two concealers, because why not? I'm going to blend this in with a little Real Technique sponge. I already feel like this highlighted under my eyes really nicely. I'm going to take the Come Correct Celebrity Concealer, and this is in, what shade is this? It is in Fair, and I'm going to use the Wet n Wild large concealer brush. I'm going to put some right on the brush, and then I'm going to put this underneath the eyes because I want it to be super duper highlighted down there. I want to shear it out a little bit, so I'm going to use that same Real Technique sponge. Do not need a lot of this concealer. A little bit goes a long way. It is thick and it sets very fast. I'm also going to put this on my forehead. I'm going to put this down my nose, Cupid's bow, and I'm going to set underneath my eyes with Reserve Your Cabana. I can't really show you guys because, as you saw, it's broken, and I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Unicorn highlighter brush to set underneath my eyes. I'm going to take my Wet n Wild powder brush and the mattifying powder, and I'm just going to put this on my nose and around my forehead. This does have like a little bit of a sparkle to it, just so you guys know. For highlight, I want to try out that highlight stick we got the other day. So this is When the Nude Strikes, and I'm just going to put this right on my cheekbones. Wow. That is gorge. I recommend with this putting it on maybe a brush first, because I feel like when I use it and I put it right on my face, it took away a little bit of coverage from my concealer and my foundation and kind of left like a red mark. I want to layer that up, so I'm going to take the Mega Glow highlighter in Blossom Glow. It's that really nice light pink shade, and I'm using the Unicorn highlighting brush again. It's really going to make the liquid highlighter that we just put on pop really nicely. Like, look at that. That's crazy. Cupid's bow, chin, a little right here. And this is more of like a fall look. I want to use Mellow Wine. It is a matte rosy shade. It's beautiful. I'm going to put this on with my Wet n Wild blush brush. And I'm just going to smile and put that on my cheeks. Do this cheek, whatever's left over on the brush. And I'm just going to buff that out with my kabuki. Take the contour makeup stick in Where's Walnut, and I'm going to use this to contour my cheekbones. And I'm going to go underneath and on my forehead. Sponge, which is probably too small for this, but we will make it work. Sorry guys, the sun is like coming in. It's kind of a bad time to film. I want to try this bronzer. It's the Color Icon bronzer in Bikini Contest. And just go right over where we contoured. So right here. I want to do a really dark vampy fall lip. So I'm taking the MEGALAST lip color, opening it up. This is in the shade Sugar Plum Fairy. Very, very vampy. A lot lighter on the lips than it does in the tube, but I still think it's really pretty. Alright guys, so we are almost done. The last step is to do setting spray. So I'm taking the Photo Focus setting spray, and I'm scared to like get this in my candle. Alright guys, so this is the completed look. I love the way it turned out. I love the way my face makeup looks. I feel super flawless. I'm obsessed with the highlighter. I love the combo of the cream and the powder. I love the way my eyes came out, and this lid shadow is just like everything. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial using all Wet n Wild products and brushes. Give this video a big thumbs up if you guys are loving Wet n Wild Week. I'm having so much fun doing this series, you guys. It's just been a total blast. If you have not subscribed yet to my channel, make sure you subscribe. It'll be the first link down below in my description box, and turn on your notification bell. Today's notification squad shout out goes to Neela, D-L-I-H-C. I don't know how to say that. Thank you so much for having your notification bell turned on. Alright guys, that is it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you did, and thank you guys so much as always for watching, and I will see you in tomorrow's video for day 4 of Wet n Wild Week. Bye guys!